Stephen Stumpf of Frontstretch here with Josh Williams as the field enters the season opener at Daytona. Josh, before I get into this season, your new year at Kaulig and your outlook on all that, I do want to go back to last year where you made all the headlines at Atlanta, parking the car on the front straightaway and unfortunately getting suspended a race. What was your thoughts of doing that, and what has happened? What was the aftermath, and what has changed since then?
Well, I guess my thought process wasn't what everybody thought it was, right? It wasn't planned for sure, but you know, it worked out good for me. Got to get a new fan base and kind of tell my story about who I am as a race car driver and who I am as a person too. So that's helped a lot. You know, got a lot of support from fans. They stop by all the time, and you know, they appreciated what I did, you know, for them as a fan and the way the sport's trended in the last few years.
What did the garage think? Obviously NASCAR probably wasn't happy though.
Yeah, NASCAR wasn't too happy about it, but a lot of people in the garage, they were on my side.
Okay. But that's last year. Now going into this year, you're going to be the Kaulig Racing, arguably the best opportunity you've gotten. You've also been in Xfinity for several years, so what does it mean to finally land an opportunity like this?
Oh, this is huge for me. You know, this is what everybody looks forward to. You know, and now that I've got the opportunity, just have to make the best of it. You know, learn their equipment, learn how their cars work, you know, how they operate. And I've got a pretty good understanding, you know, of how they operate and do things around here. So now I've just got to get used to the race cars, and the results will come to us.
Yeah. With you on this team, there's plenty of people in Kaulig who have, you know, seen a thing or two, pretty experienced. We have AJ, we have Shane, we have Daniel, among other drivers. What has it been like working with them, and what's the chemistry like with you and the team and, you know, Kaulig as a whole?
It's been great. You know, the first day I walked in the shop, I mean, I know a lot of those guys. You know, I've hung out with a bunch of those people even in the ARCA days. You know, some of them even helped me on my car back in the day. So, got good relationships with all those guys, and you know, hanging out with AJ's been a ton of fun. Me and him we're pretty matched personality-wise. Maybe we have a different approach, but we like to have fun, so that makes a big difference. You know, SVG, I really ain't talked to him much. He's kind of quiet. I don't know if he knows how to take me and AJ yet, but you know, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and this year, obviously, Kaulig in the past, their track record at Daytona Super Speedways needs no introduction.
Yeah.
You guys expect the same thing tomorrow?
I think so, for sure. I mean, you know, Speedway racing is almost 90% luck, right? So if we can be there at the end, we've got a shot to win.
Yeah. Outside of Super Speedways, are there any other tracks that you're looking forward to in the upcoming schedule?
Every single one of them. Every single one of them. I'm looking forward to going to Phoenix. I usually run really good at Phoenix, so just, you know, kind of see how their cars drive there and see if it fits my style. We've done a lot of sim work and stuff like that, so that's helped our curve a little bit. Try to shorten that up so we can, you know, be the best we can be when we get there.
Yeah. With such a big year ahead of you, what are the expectations? What's your goals to say that I need to reach this? What would that be?
I'd like to win a minimum of one race. You know, just because I know that I can do it, and I know Kaulig can do it. You know, and I'd like to make the playoffs our first year. You know, I think that would be a huge accomplishment for myself. You know, being my first year over here, you know, getting my feet wet and learning these race cars, because they're definitely different than what I'm used to.
Yeah. And then also it was announced, you know, in January that you'd be doing the Cup car part-time. You've ran Cup races before, but what was it like when did you find out, and kind of what was your reaction to doing it?
We talked about it when we first started talking about the Xfinity stuff. If there was opportunities, you know, for me to run a couple Cup races, and you know, they came about, and you know, it's just practice for me. You know, I mean, that's my goal is, you know, to be full-time Cup eventually. You know, so just to get some seat time in those cars and learn them a little bit more before I go full-time is going to make a huge difference. Yeah,
and you already had the experience of the Clash. Unfortunately, you just barely missed out on advancing, yeah. But you did win your heat. And how satisfied were you with that performance, and, you know, in essentially your Cup debut with the team?
Oh, it was good. It was good. I mean, I think 14 100ths is what separated us from making it, not making it, and you know, that's just circumstances of the weather. You know, I think if we could have got to run the normal format, we'd have been just fine. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way.
Yeah. Outside of NASCAR, do you do any other kind of racing, dirt tracks, sprint cars, so on?
I drive some late model stock stuff every now and again, some Legends cars and things like that. But you know, I haven't done a bunch of it like I used to. Just kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. You've won 2 ARCA races, I believe, back in 2016. What other kind of favorite memories do you have in NASCAR, or just any racing in general?
I think just all the ARCA stuff. I mean, it was just me and a couple buddies, and we'd go race, and made a lot of people mad. Made a lot of people mad. I had one dad had a team owner cornered up in the trailer yelling at him because his kid got beat by a bunch of 18-year-olds that showed up in a dually in a 28-foot trailer. So that was probably that was the most fun I had for sure.
Yeah. And what about off the track? What are your kind of some of your favorite hobbies? What do you enjoy doing the most?
I work on race cars every day. So I've got my development team. We take care of younger kids and stuff like that, Bandoleros, Legends cars, late models, and I do that during the week. So that keeps me busy. But I go fish every now and again if I can find some time.
Yeah. I assume with Kaulig this is a 1 year, or is it a multiple year?
That's 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, for now.
For now. That's right. That's basically all I had. Is there anything else you'd like to add for the fans and anyone who would watch this video for Frontstretch?
Just, keep following along. I'm your old school guy you've been looking for the last 10 years.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you, buddy.
Welcome to Raceface Digital, where you can buy, sell, collect, and trade digital MP4 racing cards of your favorite drivers. Receive a free 5-card fan pack when you enroll for free at racefacedigital.com, the ultimate entertainment platform.
Hey everyone, Zane Smith, driver number 38 Ford for Front Row Motorsports. Be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch on YouTube.